Today, the San Francisco 49ers. Y'all know the drill. Let's dive into it, baby. All right. So, I know who I'm picking if he's still there. Let's see it. Yeah, he's there. We're getting Judy. Niners just lost Emmanuel Sanders to the New Orleans Saints. They need a receiver. All they really had the past couple years is Marquise Goodwin and George Kittle, but it's time to change that, baby. All right. I think they're going to stick with Raheem Mostert. I think that dude balled out, so I'm not going to grab Swift or Taylor. I am, however, going to draft Grant Delpit if he's still sitting there at 31. I think he'd be a good pick, especially for the value there at number 31 overall. All right, let's see what happens. We keep going down. They didn't have a second rounder. Hopefully, they have a third rounder. I guess the 49ers traded all their picks, eh? Yeah, that's kind of boring. They don't have a second, third rounder. Hopefully, they have a fourth. I don't know. They might not. We'll see. If they don't, they better make them 2 picks in the first count. Let me tell you that. Because this is how people, screw themselves over. This is what the Los Angeles Rams did. They went and they traded away all their picks for players. They signed a bunch of free agents, and now, they focused on the now, you know? The way you build your team is through the draft. I'm going to pick Telvin Agim right here, by the way. He's going to fit there. In San Francisco, but the way you build your team is through the draft. The way you don't build your team is signing $100 million checks to people. Let me just tell you this, okay? C.J. Mosley signed a $57 million contract, okay? Before Jalen Smith got his extension, you could sign Leighton Vander Esch and Jalen Smith for half the cost of C.J. Mosley. It's just insane when you start thinking about it. But let's grab right here. Let's grab a edge player. And let's get Jonathan Garvin out of Miami. But like I was saying, guys, that's how these teams end up in these terrible situations with these players, because when you sign these free agents, a lot of times they don't live to their contract, right? But when you draft a player, he's on his rookie contract, but it don't work out. It's not as big of a deal cap wise. But when you start writing $100 million checks in free agency, becomes a problem. But I'll get off my rant and focus on the draft. But I'm going to double up on edge right here, and we're going to double up on Miami boys. We're going to get Trayvon Hill too. We're going to have 2 more defensive ends. They might think I'm crazy for that. They just lost, or they're going to lose Armstead. I have full confidence in that. I know they did the franchise tag, but I'm telling you, it ruins a relationship when you get that. Right here, we're going with Lavert Hill. They need a cornerback. All right. Honestly, I would have picked C.J. Henderson in the first round if he was still there, but he wasn't. So we're getting Lavert Hill now. Richard Sherman's getting older. The cornerbacks just aren't that solid. So it's all about, value. So here, I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to get if I can make it my mind. Yeah, we're going to get T.J. Brunson out of South Carolina. Try to work another linebacker into the mix. So as we finalize real quick, I just kind of give you a little review of the picks. We got Jerry Jeudy, Grant Delpit, Telvin Agim, Jonathan Garvin, Trayvon Hill, Lavert Hill, and T.J. Brunson. They didn't have a whole lot of picks. They had a bunch of lower picks. They didn't really have anything from 30 to 150, right? But that's why they really need to hit on these top 2. And I think if you get Jeudy and Delpit, that is 1,000% going to hit. So, yeah, let us know what you guys think about the draft. Give us a comment, like, subscribe, and, yeah, we love y'all. Adios.